obviously we're on like some kind of CCTV and they're like watching us in the morning, which is hilarious. So we get our pancakes or, eggs, whatever you get at Cracker Barrel. It was great. I go to the parking lot. We're getting ready to leave. Get a call from my wife. We're having a baby.
Oh, no.
Hey. I'm Brian.
And I'm Scott.
And this is the Two Old Fashions podcast, where two friends get together, catch up on life, and drink old fashions. So, Scott, what are you drinking tonight?
Tonight, I got some Woodford Reserve, and I have some Whistle Pig maple syrup, and then some Angostura bitters.
All right.
It's pretty good.
Maple syrup.
And it's a double. As always, I'm ready to go.
I mean, I like how you have double. Like, I don't even measure. It could be a single. It could be a triple. It's, I just go on bet at this point.
Hey, so, as you said last week, you're an adult. You can do what you want.
That's true. I can.
Yeah.
Kids are in bed, and it's our time. So, I also went with the maple syrup route. I frankly should make some simple to just have on hand, but haven't quite gotten there. Tonight, I went with Juke Joint bourbon. Well, that will make sense a little bit more later. And a few bitters and a little bit of orange. So, cheers.
Cheers. And, before we get into the show, I just want to shout out our friends again at the Yes Cocktail Company. I was looking at your website earlier today. They have a charred oak maple syrup. It sounds really good. I would love to try some of the charred oak maple syrup. So Yes Cocktail Company, if you're out there listening, again, love to have you as a sponsor.
Yeah, I mean, Scott, your intentions are clear. I think Yes knows, and I think they will be calling.
Yes, just say yes.
Just say yes.
Just say yes.
Why say no when you could say yes?
I mean, it could be a love story.
But we need to go back to a couple things from episode 1.
Uh-oh.
Two things.
Two things.
Where do you want me to start? Friendship or Howie?
Let's start with friendship.
Okay. So I think this is just interesting, right? We talked about, Are we old or not? We're not. But, memory is a funny thing. So I went upstairs after recording, was talking to my wife. I said, do you remember how you met Scott? And she was like, oh, yeah, of course. We were at this winery. He and his wife were there, and I was with some friends. Memory
like a fox.
My wife also does not think I was there. So
I didn't say how, old of a fox.
Yes, she's quite foxy. But so we've got two people on my side that do not think I was there, and probably two on your side that do. So I don't know how we ever figured this out.
I asked my wife. She didn't think you were there either.
Okay, so you're in the minority. Good to know. There's probably somebody else there that liked the Nats, and that was awesome. And
I must have just thought.
I'll take credit.
I must have just thought that your wife was married to this random guy. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. But I mean,
I could have sworn it was you.
Dude.
Yeah,
if he likes the Nats.
I had fun with him.
All right. Well, so okay. Glad we got that clarified. There was a meeting at some point. We became friends.
At some point. Yeah.
One of the things that I think we became friends over is music. We addressed Howie Day the other day.
Yes.
We have not heard from him nor his representatives, so I think we're okay for now.
Not yet.
Still waiting. But that did get me thinking, and that's kind of why I got the Juke Joint, just music. It's concert season, right? Like the lineups are coming out, whether it be our local venue down the street, Wolf Trap, or things coming to Nats Park, or just kind of the general people that are on tour every year. My favorite Dave Matthews Band, Kiss and Isbell. So I thought we could just talk about what does your summer look like? What are we thinking about? And then got a cool story about a festival that I think we absolutely need to go to. And we'll just go through that lineup and just talk about how much we love, despise, or don't know some of those bands. How's that sound?
I love it.
Cool. So what are you excited about for this summer? Just big picture, music.
So, summer concerts, they are probably my favorite activity when the weather gets nice. There is a venue near about 30 minutes away from where we live called Wolf Trap. Wolf Trap is my favorite place to see music on the planet. And they always have a great lineup of a very diverse set of bands. And actually, just last week is when they released this summer's lineup. Again, a lot of our favorites that you mentioned. Jason Isbell's going to be there. Love him. The Avett Brothers are playing 2 nights. Big Avett Brothers fan. There's a 90s throwback concert with Blues Traveler, Spin Doctors, Gin Blossoms. I think that's going to be really fun to go see. And then not at Wolf Trap, but actually just earlier this week, Bruce Springsteen announced that he's playing at Nationals Park.
I saw that.
That's going to be a really good one. So definitely have to get tickets. I think those tickets go on sale this weekend.
Nice. Yeah, that Wolf Trap one's cool. I haven't seen Avett. I know you're a big fan. I saw Guster is opening. Definitely saw those guys in college. They're worth it. And then you were saying, like, your son's into them and you guys can, like, experience that together now, which I think is so cool.
You know, this was probably 3 or 4 years ago. One of my friends who lives in North Carolina invited me and my oldest son, who was probably 5 or 6 at the time, to go see Paul McCartney. And I'd never seen Paul McCartney. I'd never seen any of the Beatles. And my friend convinced me, you got to bring your kid because this might be his only shot to see the Beatles. So I took him to see Paul. We did a lot of studying and preparation before that concert. He knew so many of the songs and he was singing along to every single one of them. And he had so much fun that he said, Dad, I have to see all the legends. So I've taken him to see Bruce Springsteen. I've taken him to see the Beach Boys. I've taken him to see a lot of those bands where their days might be numbered, but I've also taken him to see a lot of the more contemporary bands that I like, the Avett Brothers being one of them. And the Avett Brothers now are his favorite band. And so they're playing 2 nights and we're going both nights. Last year they played 2 nights. We went both nights. He's really pumped about it.
Dude, that's awesome. I got to look at my calendar. Hopefully I will be able to join you guys for one of those. But I just think that's so cool. Like my kids, my girls love just telling Alexa to play Taylor and dancing around. So it's like, I'm glad they have that love of music. They're a little bit too young to go to shows. But like, I remember my son, whose name is inspired by, but not named after somebody from DMB, depending on who you ask in our family, just like got into it. And he didn't know the names of the songs, but he would just call like Gray Street. He'd be like, play the loud song, Dad. And he just like, so yeah, I think that's just so fun. So yeah, I mean, I probably won't go to Springsteen. That's Park's a tough venue in the summer.
It's a Wednesday or something like that too. Yeah. It's a weird day.
But he's one of those ones I saw him play a couple songs at one of the inauguration events, I think back in 2008. So I feel like, I hate to say it, but I can like check that box. Like I know people love him, but
we got to talk about this offline because I took a buddy a couple of years ago. Actually, we went to a Pearl Jam concert together, Brian and I, in Baltimore. And the next night, the Boss played. So I stuck around with one of my Pearl Jam fans.
And he did Camden, right?
He did Camden Yards. And my buddy didn't even know a single Bruce Springsteen song, but he was like, I just have to go see him and the E Street Band live. And he said it was one of the best concerts he's ever been to. So again, I think the Boss is now 76, maybe 77. Days are running out, right? I think we have to have this conversation.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, with Buffett, like Jimmy Buffett, I was like, next year. And then next thing you know, there is no next year. So
that's right.
Point taken.
Go see the band. Gotta go see the band. You never know.
Well, exactly. And I mean, we're kind of laying out what we want to do this summer. I think one thing I love about concerts is, you buy the tickets February, March, you go to the show in July, August, September. It's like you're investing in future happiness. By the time the concert comes, you're like, oh yeah, it's basically free because I paid for it so long ago.
Yeah.
Can use the money for beer and parking.
Do you remember, I was trying to think back, do you remember what the very first concert you went to was?
Ooh, 100%.
What was it?
Would you like to make any guesses? It was in either fifth or sixth grade for me. So that would have been early 90s. Yeah, I would say probably 94. Because I definitely remember my second concert, which we can get to, but it was early 90s at a amphitheater in Richmond. Richmond was kind of known for like country at that point. So those hints, see if you can guess.
Was it Garth?
No, not that classic.
No?
No.
I don't know. Country is not my forte. I couldn't tell you who was big in the early 90s.
That's fair. So this, to my younger coworkers, I have to describe this concert as Miley Cyrus's dad.
Oh, Billy Ray.
Billy Ray. Achy Breaky Heart Tour, Some Gay Ball,
So what do you remember about that show?
Do
you only remember Achy Breaky Heart, or like did he have other bangers?
I don't know about other bangers, but yeah, I think Achy Breaky Heart, Some Gave All. I'm sure there was some other things. I mean, I remember going, I actually think my dad just dropped me off with like a friend, which was pretty cool to be
Wow.
honest, in like middle school or
Yeah.
even fifth grade. I don't even know if it was a nighttime show. It might have been like a daytime thing as part of the state fair because the where the
Okay.
amphitheater was on the fairgrounds. So went and saw that. And yeah, it was fine. It was a first concert. And we do this whole thing at my company where when you're introducing yourself to the company, you have to do like, what's your first concert? And other people are like,
Oh,
Beyonce or like, you know, Post Malone or Bad Bunny. And I'm like, Miley's dad, because I'm the old guy.
that's funny.
What was yours? I feel like I have a guess for you, and I don't think it's going to be anywhere close to accurate.
Well, I would love to hear your guess because I don't think you're going to be close to accurate, but maybe I've told you this before.
I was going to say, for some reason, going Beastie Boys 930 Club.
No, no, totally off.
I-
I was 3 years old,
oh,
and
okay.
and my parents took me to see the Four Tops. The Four Tops were my favorite band up until I probably turned 10.
Okay.
But they took me when I was 3, and I guess I told my mom I wanted them to see me. I didn't really know what a concert was, and so they got me a yellow suit. So there are pictures of me, a 3-year-old boy, at a concert wearing a decked out yellow suit like Big Bird,
Okay.
and I'm pretty sure they saw me. I had to have been the only person in that crowd wearing that bright yellow suit.
Yes. And I would assume the only 3-year-old, or was there like a childcare section?
There might have been. I don't know. I don't actually remember much about the show, but I've seen the
Yeah.
pictures.
I was going to say, I hope your parents took pictures of this for posterity's sake.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Wow. I think I saw them and another group in high school at like a college outside of Richmond. It's like, who would the Four Tops perform with?
The
Like,
Temptations.
who else was in that? Yes, I think that was it.
Yeah.
Which one sings Sugar Pie Honey Bunch?
That's the Four Tops.
Oh, great. Great song.
Yeah, they played. We were at the beach. I guess actually, I might have just said that my son's first concert was was Paul, but
Yeah.
actually his true first concert, he was maybe 1 year old, was to see the Four Tops and Temptations at the beach. But it was a total ripoff because none of the original Four Tops were actually in the band. It's basically a cover band calling themselves the Four Tops.
Yeah, I could see.
So-
I mean,
But
Are
but
any of them-
it was like that like, I don't know what the word is, but it's that thing where my first concert was the same band that my son's first concert was.
that's cool. I wonder if I could take my kids to see Billy Ray.
You could definitely take them to see Miley.
Yes.
Almost the same thing.
Yeah. So I'm not big into betting, but I was thinking, I was like, all right, who's going to perform in the Super Bowl halftime show next year? And like, is that worth doing a prediction market thing?
Ooh.
Miley's at the top of the list.
At the top of your list, or like actually the odds?
No, like in the top like 3 or 4 on the odds. Yeah.
I could see that. Do you know where it is? I don't know if that even makes sense.
That's a good question. I don't,
Yeah, I don't either.
but I don't think it does.
Probably doesn't.
Yeah.
She'd be fun. I've gained an appreciation for her over the past couple of years.
Yeah. I mean, you like a good banger. And I think she
I
had
do
a
like
whole
a good
album
banger.
called, her whole album was called Bangers.
Bangers with a Z, right?
Yes. Yes. Now, was it full of bangers or not?
I mean, I think Wrecking Ball's on that. I think Can't Stop, Won't Stop's on that. I mean, those are two
Party
good
in the
bangers.
USA? Or is that
I don't- Is that on that one? I don't know. It might be.
That would crush at the Super Bowl, though.
Now you got me excited.
I don't know. My money is on like a Post Malone, like, or Morgan Wallen. I think I feel like they're gonna go back country, but
They're
I
gonna
could be
go
wrong.
country.
Yeah. So that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna put like a couple cents on a bunch of country people and see what happens. But again,
That's
this
kinda
is not
fun.
financial or betting advice because I probably won't do it.
No, not at all. Not at all.
All right. So I think what inspired this, and we're like, oh my gosh, we got to talk later this week. So we're drinking bourbon. We're fans of that. We're fans of music. The lineup for this year's Bourbon and Beyond was just released. And I don't know if a lot of people know about this festival, right? Like there's Coachella, there's Firefly, there's Bonnaroo. There's probably a ton. Don't know if this is one of the most well known, but like it hits the sweet spot for a 42-year-old who really enjoys. 43 actually. Forget how old I am sometimes. Who really enjoys bourbon. I actually went to the first one, Scott. You'll get a kick out of this.
You did?
Yes, the first
What year
Bourbon
was
and
that?
Beyond. This would have been fall of 2017, and I can tell you why I
Okay.
remember that. So we actually were going for a buddy's, like we'll just call it his bachelor party. We rented an RV. We drove from Northern Virginia to Kentucky. We stayed in a parking lot at Cracker Barrel one night. It's called boondocking. You're allowed to do it.
I've heard of this.
They just asked, I think, that you get breakfast the next morning. So,
Yeah.
we do this. We're like out in the parking lot playing football the night before, just having a good time. We get in to the Cracker Barrel. Nice, what you would assume is a Cracker Barrel waitress who's probably in her 70s comes up and says, "Looks like you boys had a good time last night tossing around the pigskin." So obviously we're on like some kind of CCTV and they're like watching us in the morning, which is hilarious. So we get our pancakes or, eggs, whatever you get at Cracker Barrel. It was great. I go to the parking lot. We're getting ready to leave. Get a call from my wife. We're having a baby.
Oh, no.
So I found out having our first kid in a parking lot of a Cracker Barrel. So
Before you got to the
on
festival.
the way to the festival. Yeah.
That's a lot to handle.
It was.
A lot to handle.
It was exciting. I felt bad. It was her birthday weekend, which that's the problem with this festival is it's always her birthday weekend. So it doesn't usually work out. But, for a bachelor party, we made it work. And honestly, this year with the lineup, I think we might have to make it work.
So wait, before we go into the lineup, I just want to hear more about the RV situation because I'm like terrified of music festivals. Mm-hmm. To me, it's just too much. And I feel like the only way I would do it is if I had an RV.
Yeah, I don't know. We need to look at the options. I think there's some glamping, there's some hotels. The RV was fun for what it was, right? We switched off driving. People were playing cards in the back. I will say we started with 5 guys on the trip. 3 guys came back in the RV. One guy had planned to leave early. He had like kids sports or something. It was like, what? I'm just going to fly back. Smart. Another guy just ran into some personal issues and just had to bounce early. So I will say the ride back was torturous.
How long of a drive is that?
I mean, it felt like it was 17 hours. I don't think it was that long.
No, that's too long.
I mean, we get up Monday morning after 3 nights of music. And the fun thing about the RV and the camping, right? There's like other people. And so like after the show's over, we're like playing beer pong and just like telling stories. Everybody's playing music, like super fun. But you're not getting a lot of sleep. You're not eating right. You're drinking too much. And then Monday morning, we're like, oh, well, we're in Kentucky. Let's like see what kind of whiskey we can get. So we're going whiskey shopping. I remember we got lunch at Taco Bell, which I think I eat it.
No, come on.
I eat at Taco Bell like once a decade. Like I don't think they're going to be a sponsor of our glorious podcast here.
Taco Bell in an RV. I mean,
the groom-to-be was no shape to drive. So it was like me and his brother taking turns. We're like going through the mountains of West Virginia. I just remember getting back to the parking spot after this whole weekend and just like a sigh of relief. Nothing bad had happened to this RV. It felt like it was going to be like the car at the end of like The Hangover or something,
Have you done other festivals?
No, that was it. Last year for the first time I saw DMB 2 nights in a row, but I've never done like
camp.
A festival.
You've never
festival. No.
Like the camping thing scares me. That's why I feel like I got to do an RV or, like the hotel situation, like where you can go in and out.
Yeah. And we had a tent next to the RV. One guy just really wanted to sleep in a tent. So,
well, some people want to be one with nature.
Yeah.
Let's get into the lineup. The lineup is really exciting in my mind.
I saved it on my phone because this is just, so it's 4 nights, which is a lot. Thursday through Sunday.
So if it's Thursday through Sunday, you got to go up on Wednesday because it probably starts around noon on Thursday, right?
I would think maybe the Thursday, hopefully they kind of let you ease into it. Like you could probably get there Thursday morning But again,
Okay.
if we're going to RV it, yeah, we would have to leave Wednesday. And I know a good
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel to hang out in the parking lot
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
So you get there Thursday. Okay, so the headliners are organized by night, and then there's what I like to call the A line, and then the I chart. So like you kind of go down the list and see like, all right, how old are you? Like how far down the list do you know people? So all right, night one headliners: Foo Fighters, Queens of the Stone Age. So I think for me, Foo Fighters is one of those ones where I'm like, I gotta see them. I
I've
haven't
never
done
seen
it.
them before. They're on my
Yeah.
list. I've never seen them before. Yeah, got to be there Thursday night. And I've seen the Queens before. They're awesome.
Okay, so I feel like I don't know any of their stuff, but I feel like if
You probably
I
do.
heard a couple songs that, oh yeah, that's them.
Really quick story. I met the Queens of the Stone Age. I met 3 of them or 4 of them at a hotel. They were randomly just hanging out in the lobby. And it's similar like my story last time, but different.
I was going to say, were they nicer?
They were so friendly. And Queens of the Stone Age are like these like devil worshippers, like in their music videos and things like that. They were the nicest guys. They were giving us hugs. And then I was like, can we take a picture? And it was funny because we took a camera out and took a picture of them, and I still have it. And like as soon as the camera comes out, they put on these like scowls, like it's scary for the photo, and then the picture's taken and they're like happy again. It was really funny. Awesome guys.
That's very cool. All right. Well, then I'm optimistic and excited about that. And like Foo Fighters, I mean, Dave Grohl he's actually like a Northern Virginia guy.
Yeah.
My old townhouse was near the Weenie Beanie in Shirlington. Apparently he's got a song called Weenie Beanie. Like, I mean, I feel like this is meant to be. Yeah. All right. So we survived Thursday. Then we go to Friday. Mumford and Sons and Casey Musgraves. Now I've seen Casey Musgraves at the 930 Club. She is a talent. She is really, really good. And then I don't think I've seen Mumford. People are real excited about their new album, and I enjoy their songs. So I mean, like that would be a great night.
I love Casey. I don't really love Mumford, but I would see them. I'm sure they put on a good show and I'd have fun.
Yeah.
But I love Casey.
Yes. Yeah. I kind of actually wonder, I'm guessing just based on kind of her chiller vibes and Mumford being a little more higher. Just trying to think of actually what order they're going to have them go.
Yeah.
Looking at the line, I think that the top line is probably each night's closer, because that would be Foo Fighters, Mumford. And then, okay, we'll move on to Friday night. The Red Clay Strays, and then Chris Stapleton. Big Chris Stapleton fan.
I know of Chris Stapleton.
Okay.
Again, I'm not a country guy. I couldn't tell you a single song he sings. I've never heard of Red Clay Strays.
I have not either.
Okay.
We did do some research in the RV on the way there. But, I mean, if they're secondary headlining Saturday night, they got to have some fans.
They must be good.
Stapleton, I think, is one that you would definitely notice some songs.
I'm sure I would.
Tennessee Whiskey. He actually was a song. He was a songwriter before he kind of made it big as a singer, and actually I think wrote and produced some of Justin Timberlake's stuff.
Okay. I know Tennessee Whiskey. I'm sure I'll know some of the songs. I just can't tell you what those songs are.
Yeah. And then we've survived 3 nights. We've got to have some energy left, because Sunday night, Hootie and the Blowfish, followed by my all-time favorite, Dave Matthews Band. Like, wow. That is my mid-90s car ride cassette tape. Like, basically the only things I listened to. Crack Rear View and Under the Table, like, until the tapes were just broke.
So I love Hootie and the Blowfish. I've seen Darius twice. I've never seen Hootie. So I'm really excited about this. Like, for fear of you like quitting the podcast and canceling me.
Watch your words.
I'm a little nervous about having Dave be the very last band after a 4-night bender, because I'm worried he's going to go into like a 23-minute version of Warehouse, and I'm just going to be like, I want to go back to the RV. Is that not going to happen?
That's a fair concern. I will say, as the band has evolved, they kind of know their place. So they actually played this festival either last year or 2 years ago, and you would love it. Set of bangers, right? Some covers. I think they threw in like Sledgehammer, All Along the Watchtower. They have a great version of that. And they'll do, the radio songs, the Too Much, So Much to Say, Ants, What Would You Say? But then they'll blend in some stuff for people like me. They tend to know the audience, right? When they're playing their 3-day thing at the Gorge, they're going to break out the deepest of deep cuts because that's like the hardcore. And when they do these, they play the hits. So I don't think you would be disappointed.
Okay. I'm in. I'm in.
All right.
That's
So,
a killer lineup. Like if 7 of those 8 bands that are headlining we're excited to see, Red Clay Strays, we might get excited once we actually, put them into Spotify.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
And so that's the top 8. Listen to this line.
That's just the headliners.
Line 2. Counting Crows. I'm just going to go through all. Hold the applause, and then we can just chat.
I'm going to say banger, not banger. Ready? Go.
Okay. Counting Crows.
Banger.
We'll come back to that. Foster the People.
Banger.
Goose.
Some people would say banger, not me.
Okay.
That's okay.
All right. I know what you're going to say on this one. Jason Isbell in the 400 unit.
Banger, banger, banger.
Jesse Wells.
I don't know.
Jesse Murph.
Oh, still don't know.
Same. Of Monsters and Men.
Would be fun.
Flaming Lips.
Really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Really fun.
And War on Drugs.
Yeah, I don't know that much about War on Drugs.
Same. But yeah, Flaming Lips. I mean, doesn't that guy get in some kind of inflatable hamster wheel and like go through the crowd? Like, that's
I've heard
awesome.
that they're amazing live.
Yeah. Counting Crows. I really enjoy Counting Crows songs. Live Across the Wire, one of my favorite all-time live albums. It's half acoustic, half electric. I have heard, and maybe they do the DMB thing and play to the crowd. I have heard they like to play all their songs so different from the album that nobody even recognizes them.
I've heard the exact same thing.
So that I'm a little skeptical of.
I mean, I would still absolutely go see them, right? Like if it's Of Mice and Men, or what's the band? Is it of Mice and Men?
Of Monsters and Men.
Of Monsters and Men. If it was Monsters and Men and Counting Crows, I'm seeing Counting Crows. And even if I don't know the songs, or I'll know the songs if I don't know the versions. But yes, I've heard the same thing, that they're not very good live.
Yeah. So yeah, again, they're one I would love to say I've seen. I hope they, do well. But I would, I'm not a huge Goose person, but I would actually, if they were playing at the same time, might do Goose. Okay. We'll see.
We'll split
hopefully
up.
we don't have to decide. Okay. And then we're gonna go through the eye chart part. I'm just gonna, let's do banger non-banger of ones that I'm more familiar with. And then we gotta close it out. We're almost at the 30-minute mark, Scott.
It's my bedtime. I know. It's getting late.
It is. All right. 4 non-blondes.
Would be really fun for at least one song.
Yep. Gary Clark Jr.
I would love to see him.
So he played the first Bourbon and Beyond, and he was awesome. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts.
That'd be fun, I think.
Yep. The Fray.
I'd see them.
Solid. Cheap Trick.
I'd love Cheap Trick.
Let's see. Reading. Fits and the Tantrums.
Yeah. They're fun.
Violent Femmes.
They're fun.
My wife would actually like that one. Oh, wow. We've come full circle. Noah Cyrus.
Wait, is that her little brother?
I think it's her little sister.
Oh, her little sister. Sorry, Noah.
Could be wrong, but I believe there's a Noah Cyrus who is also a singer.
Okay.
St. Paul and the Broken Bones. You know these guys?
Oh, no, I don't. No.
Okay. I saw them at 9:30. They're good. They're like very not ska, but like New Orleans brass band. The guy has an insane voice. Oh, all right. Next time you're over, we'll just go through a couple of their songs. I believe these people got name checked earlier. Oh, maybe they didn't. Can't remember. Better Than Ezra?
Better Than Ezra is one of the most underrated live bands of all time. They are a New Orleans Bourbon Street band that can play any song you throw at them, and they're so much fun. I love Better Than Ezra.
Are they part of that Wolf Trap show, or is that Gin Blossoms? I do get them confused because I saw them together.
No, they're not. I would love them to be a Wolf Trap.
All right. Well, even more reasons to diversify. Plain White Tees.
Hey there, Delilah.
All right.
I've seen them before.
Let's see. Lisa Loeb.
I mean, stay.
You got to stay. Yep. Let's see. Oh, my God. I no joke did not see this until just now.
Are you talking about my buddy?
Howie Day is there.
Of course Howie's going to be there. Yeah. I only go where Howie goes. So now I have to go.
Oh my God. I
didn't
really
realize I
like
didn't know that.
No, I don't think I'd made it this far down the list. And
I think he's playing Thursday,
hell.
so we got to make sure we're there early because he's going to probably play that 1:30 p.m. slot.
Yeah, and he's going to ask
I'm sorry, Howie.
want,
I'm sorry.
if you want to sing along, and you're going to say no.
Say no.
We're going to get kicked out in the first 30 minutes of this festival. Well, you're going to get kicked out. I'm going to be like, I don't know that guy.
I hope Lisa Loeb is following him and she plays Stay.
Tells you to stay.
Yeah.
All right, then we'll do this as a combo because they're similar. Tonic and Cracker.
I mean, I've seen Tonic. They're a lot of fun. Cracker, I know, like one or two songs of theirs.
Yeah. All right. Who else? We're getting towards the bottom of the eye chart. I'm not going to lie.
There were a few others, I think. I don't have the list in front of me, but I was very shocked by how deep the lineup was and how many bands down that eye chart that I was still interested in seeing.
Yes, agreed. I mean, again, I think if ChatGPT went through my Spotify and was like, here's 100 artists that I think you would enjoy that are not named, Taylor.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a pretty darn good list.
Yeah, I think we need to make this happen. And I think if the Bourbon and Beyond organizers are listening, again, this is a prime sponsorship opportunity. We will guarantee that we will record an episode from the RV.
Yes.
Bourbon and Beyond organizers. Let's make this happen.
And I think we can guarantee between your family and mine 8 listens.
8 listens.
At least. Yeah. But who knows?
I think it'll happen.
By September, we could be huge.
Well, we're recording this before we've even published our first episode, and we already have Instagram followers. So
yes,
just think of what's going to happen when we go live.
Yes. Shout out to Ethan. Really appreciate it. When we get
Thanks,
going,
Ethan.
We will give you extra shout outs. But well, Scott, I'm not gonna lie. I came into
Ethan,
this.
but thank you.
I told you I was a little tired. Been a long week. But this has been awesome. It's music and chatting music with you is so much fun. So anybody that's out there listening, thank you so much. Cheers, and we'll see you out there.
Thanks, guys.